And welcome back. Well, as we've been mentioning, coming up on Thursday at 4:30, there is going to be a town hall meeting about the future of Channel 6, kind of what you would like to see on our station. And today, Juanita Skillman is here today to give us kind of a rundown of that town hall coming up, right?
That's right.
Good to see you.
Thank you. We're really excited about this one because we've had quite a bit of input from our constituents, from our residents out there. We have, as you see on your screen, both an email and a telephone line.
Yep.
And we're getting more emails than we are telephone calls. Quite
That's
a few
good.
emails are
That's
through,
good,
which
yeah.
are great. And all of these are being passed on to Brad Hudson to include into his talk, and then we have some of them are specific questions that we will be getting him afterwards for questions and answers. Some of the things I thought were really interesting was that we're having more comments on broadband itself, not TV6, but
right.
Some of them are things that we can fix. Why don't the microphones work better in the boardroom? The quality of the camera as have been in the past. Some really positive things. They love the movies and want more of the movies. Keep it up.
Great.
Very good comments on that. And of course, more sports. And we have so many requests for things like, well, we need the Big Ten, or we need the Dodger station, and all like that.
Yes.
And that's a difficult thing to do because it's not a general, and they won't let us do it just as a fee.
That's right.
Like HBO or those kinds of things, where just the people that are interested can
That's
get
right.
it. You
Yes.
have to do it all or nothing, and it's very expensive. So.
Yeah.
We certainly look at those kinds of things, but that's one of the big things on the programmings that we saw. An interesting thing, I thought we had one of the comments or questions was on our trading post. People love the information on the trading post, but they say we want pictures.
Yeah.
We need the pictures. Just telling us about it doesn't help.
Right.
And they also say that sometimes they can't read the number because our hosts kind of hold the
Right.
paper down a little bit, and they're not
Yeah.
clearly written. And if there was a better way of putting the numbers
Right.
on the screen or something
Well,
that they could do.
We encourage the people putting to provide us with pictures, and you know, we've toyed with the idea of maybe putting the pictures up on screen digitally. Part of the problem is with that is sometimes people come in with an ad in the morning and we're able to read it in the afternoon. There's
Right.
not the picture available, or a lot of times what happens is they change the order, how they're going to read them, just because they realize, oh, this thing has sold. And so to kind of
Right. No, I
to
understand
kind of mesh
there's
that,
a lot of
but,
things there, but I
we-
just thought it was interesting.
Yeah,
That's one of
and
our
it's
comments.
I'm glad that people enjoy that show. I know that over the years, so many people have bought things off there
Oh, yeah,
and sold
and
things.
sold,
And,
yeah, right.
You know, I have myself bought things and things. And it's really popular because it's a very
It is.
unique.
I
It's kind of
think-
old school, but it's very
But they
unique.
just want to tighten up
I think so, yeah.
how things are presented a little bit and
Yeah.
make it a little clearer, and I can certainly appreciate that they
Yeah.
want pictures. So
Yeah, oh
that
yeah,
helps.
the pictures are great, yeah.
Another thing that they asked for was more information on the TV guide, the guide that it just says the name, and they said, is there some place that we could get descriptions as to what it's going to be, rather than just say it's the town hall meeting. They want a little
Oh,
thing
I
that
see.
says what it's
Okay.
about, or that kind of thing. So I know on some of the HD, if you go to guide, you do get
That's right.
one sentence more, but not much, and it cuts it off in the middle.
Yeah.
So you really don't know more than the stars that are on there. So I don't know if that's possible, but I thought that was an interesting comment that came up. We got a lot, not a lot, 4 of complaints about television in general, which is not really something that we here with our station and TV6 can really solve, but things that they didn't like on general programming.
Oh, I
and why
see.
do we include this kind of a show, and why don't we have more of this kind of a show
Right.
in our general cable
Okay,
rather than
sure.
just on TV6? So, and too many commercials, and I'm sure we're going to be able to
Yeah.
cut those out on the big stations.
Yeah.
Better publicity was another thing. And of course, we're back to more sports. There are service interruptions. A lot of people had comments about the DVRs and the quality of the picture on the DVRs and the DVR rental fee, which has been an issue, where you, instead of paying a certain fee for your set-top box, you pay a monthly fee, which can end up being 3 or 4 times what the cost of the set-top box is, and they don't realize the other things that are folded into that, not just the set-top box itself. So, and more sports channels, and questions on West Coast Internet. And so I have to tell you that Brad will be addressing that on Thursday.
Great.
Because a lot of people don't realize that broadband and West Coast Internet and TV6 are separate things.
Right.
And so they think that West Coast Internet is the internet service. They don't even realize it's a separate company. Are all part of our broadband service. And so when they want updates or more speed or different things on the internet, they just have kind of lumped it together. So hopefully we'll be able to explain better to everybody what the differences are and those kinds of things. So Brad has a lot to talk about. And I think there were some very positive comments. As I say, we got a number that really liked the movies. And the
got good ones coming up,
expanded
I'll tell you that.
movies, yes, absolutely. And people who say, I can't watch them at that time, but I record them.
You're right.
So
that's great.
Then they can watch it later on when there's not something else on that they really want to see. So I encourage people, yes, this is Tuesday. It's not until Thursday. You have time until noon on Thursday to call in or to send an email, and that's on your screen. And I know they will be showing this again on the...
Again, the email, general manager at vmsinc.org, VMS Inc., or you may call it 949-268-2412.
Right. And it is a message. You will leave a message with your comment, et cetera, on it. You're not going to, we're not going to interrupt people's workday by having them take phone calls all day. So we do look at them, we do check them consistently, and those comments will be on. So just a little more about how it's going to work on Thursday. It starts at 4:30. It is in the boardroom, and it will be the last thing in our boardroom the way it is now, because they start the renovations the next day on it. So we'll have to make do with the bad cameras and the bad microphones for one more day.
Juanita's going to be in there with her tools and start taking stuff down,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely. So for the first half hour, Brad is going to give a presentation and a PowerPoint show that's going to have different slides and talk to a lot of these issues and a lot of other issues, where he's going to mainly talk about, we have some task forces that have been working, for instance, on programming. And he's going to give some ideas of what those people have come up with and see what the reception is. He's going to talk about the mechanics, if you will, the new, oh gosh, what do they call it? The station or stats something
the
or other.
Granicus?
No. It's a mechanical thing. It's up by the broadband thing, and it's a tower.
Oh, the tower.
Tower.
Sure. Yes, yeah.
And it has an S name. I can't remember what it is. But anyway, there's a tower that's going to be giving us better reception.
Right.
That's going to be helping. So we're making a lot of changes behind the scenes, and we hope that this will be apparent to people.
The Simulsat dish.
Simulsat, that's what I was trying to think of. Thank you. So as these things come into being, you're going to have better reception and the mechanical things that they have asked about or talked about in their questions. But we still need input on programming.
Yes.
And that's what we're hoping to get from the people in attendance or still people calling in. And we'll do what we can to make this we're so lucky to have our own TV station here in the village, and to be able to offer things like club time so that people know what's going on with the various groups.
Exactly.
To have you all out there with your cameras filming different events and things like that. You don't get that in very many communities. And we're very, very lucky. And so I hope, I must tell you one more thing.
Sure.
This came from a director on another board who said, it would be nice we love being on this day and we like doing this, but maybe we could film it later in the day.
Yes, I've talked to some
instead of getting up
directors
at 8
about that.
o'clock in
Yes.
the morning when you're not quite at your brightest.
Right.
So anyway, those are
That's
just
true.
the types of things that came across tonight.
Well, again, I want to mention that, and if I'm correct about this, at the day of the meeting, you're not going to have a lineup of people to make
That's
comments.
correct.
It's going to be, even if they haven't done something prior to it, they'll fill out a card.
That's right. We will be giving out cards. It's similar. People have done it when we have our Meet the Candidates.
Exactly, yeah.
And so it just makes it a lot easier than people standing in line and sometimes saying the same thing over
Right.
and over again because they don't know what the other person
Right.
is saying. So by having them write their comments or questions on cards, and we will have committee members there. By committee, I mean the Media and Communications Committee. Will be there to sort them into groups so that we have, these are all with this question, this is all
Yeah.
with another question, and we will pass those on to Brad during the hour after his presentation when we do the questions and answers.
All
So
right.
I think this will work very well.
Very good. So again, if you want to get those questions in ahead of time, you may email general manager at vmsinc.org or call 949-268-2412. Juanita, good to see you as
Thank
always.
you. Appreciate
Take care.
being
You
here.
take care, and we'll be right back. Yeah, we.